Speaking of 50, shout out to me, man. I'm always out here breaking news when it comes to 50. I was looking at touring data numbers, and I found out that basically 50's touring data numbers for the final lap tour are astronomical. We're talking levels that people would never assume from 50. So the final lap tour, the numbers right now updated are, this is out of 71 shows reported out of 103. So you're still missing 32 shows left in terms of revenue. He's generated on the final lap tour $84,400,863.303. So basically $84.4 million with an average of $1.1 million per show. Do you know how insane that is? He sold 934,000 tickets with a 13,000 average per arena that he was at. And this is only 71 out of the 103 reported shows. The average price per ticket was $90, which is nothing. If 50 was charging what Drake charges, which is insane, like if nosebleed seats for Drake are $300, like easy. But 50 wasn't charging that. Shout out to him. He was actually, caring about fans pulling up and stuff. So some tickets were literally cheap. I saw them $60. Some were, depending on how close you got, $400 or $500. But I didn't see, unless you were really, really, like, I'm talking like you could see 50 sweating and his sweat's falling on your face that close, like maybe 1,000 I saw here and there. But for the most part, I saw like price points of being really close, about $500. With that, though, I crunched some numbers and I ended up posting, ended up looking like what's the biggest tour. I know Kendrick had the title with the Big Steppers tour for a little while, and Drake ended up breaking it. So this is what I found out. So I said, this is what I found out. So Drake holds the number one spot with It's All a Blur tour, which made $129.7 million in just 30 out of 72 shows. So he's already surpassed 50 and like washed him. Like it's not even a question. That's only 30 shows. So that's what I mean. Is Drake's average price per ticket was probably $300-$400, which is like 5, 6, 7 times what 50's was. So that's why he made a lot more money on that. Plus, I believe 21 Savage was with him with that tour. So they're more relevant. Drake and 21 Savage are way more relevant musically than 50 is. That's just the reality of the situation. So you expect him to do that. Then Kendrick Lamar holds the number 2 spot with the Big Steppers tour, which generated $110.9 million in 73 shows. $110.9 million, which is still astronomical. 50's nowhere near $110.9 million, and he's at 71 shows. So that just tells you Kendrick's price per ticket was very big. Continuing on, I said this, and this is what when I broke down the numbers. I said at this rate, 50 could generate a total of $35.2 million based off the shows that haven't been reported. So he's got 32, I believe, shows that weren't reported, thus totaling his final tour revenue numbers at $119.2 million, which would surpass Kendrick Lamar's numbers, making his tour the second best grossing hip-hop tour of all time. Hip-hop. I know there's Beyonce and Jay-Z tour that did insane numbers, but I don't really consider that hip-hop because Beyonce is more of a pop artist. Now, if you do, then it's different numbers, but hip-hop-wise, just straight hip-hop artist, Drake. I mean, Drake can be considered pop here and there, but most people consider him hip-hop. Kendrick hip-hop, 50 hip-hop. That's wild, though, to think this guy hasn't released a new album since 2014, hasn't been relevant musically in ages, and still did these numbers. That just goes to show his music has stood the test of time and hasn't aged badly like people on social media want you to believe. People shit on 50's albums and say, the only album he's got is Get Rich or Die Trying. Nah. You go to the Final Lap Tour, he's playing shit off Massacre, playing shit off Curtis, playing shit off Before I Self-Destruct. He was playing mixtape records. So 50 has a huge catalog of music that a lot of people know. And he did his thing, man. And I posted this, and then literally within like, I want to say 30 minutes to an hour, 50 Cent posted our post on his page, which was, this is like the third or fourth time this happened to us, which was amazing. He said this: "Whistle while you work, guys. That's my theme for today. I made all this money and I'm practicing abstinence. I don't want a little sex worker." Which I don't know why you had to add that in there, but yeah, insane, man. Insane. So I'm glad that 50 posted it, shared it. Really cool to see my logo on 50's page. Really, really cool, man. And And he's the top three. He's about to be in the top three, probably number two. Well, obviously, when Drake finishes his tour with J. Cole, he's probably going to take the number two slot. So 50 realistically is probably going to be number three. So he'll be in the top three for a while, probably until another rapper does a major tour like that. Now people are wondering, where's Eminem on this list? Listen, Eminem hasn't fucking toured since like 2005, guys. Let's just be realistic here. Let's see. I just want to see, when's the last time Eminem tours. I'm just curious. I really want to see. When's the last time this motherfucker toured? The Monster Tour? That wasn't even that many shows. Don't be bullshitting me. Yeah, that was like 6-7 shows. I think it was the Anger Management Tour, right? Anger Management 3 or something like that. Or the Recovery Tour. Actually, the Recovery Tour had quite a few dates. Was it that much dates? No, but yeah, Eminem hasn't like took a full like that Final Lap tour that 50 did since like, I don't know. You want to say 2005? I think the Anger Management Tour, right? That was like the last. Yeah, so the third tour took place in summer 2005. Let me see. I'm about to actually see how much Eminem's Anger Management Tour make. Eminem 2005, Eminem 50 Cent's Anger Management Tour, which grossed $22.7 million from 23 shows. So yeah, that's not even that much tours. When is the last time Eminem did like a fucking 60, 70? I don't know, but all I know is if Eminem did that type of tour, like 50 did, 103 shows, which is just astronomical. Like, I don't think people are registering in their head how much 103 shows is in a year. That's ridiculous. Basically, every 3 days you're performing. Because we have 365 days in a year. Basically, every 3 to 4 days you're performing somewhere, doing something. But it's usually not like that because I'm stretching out for the whole year. 50 did this from, I think, June till all the way till November, December. So in about 6-7 months. So he's performing basically every other day, traveling to different countries and stuff. So that's like gruesome, like hard work. Like that's not light to do. That's why Eminem hasn't done a tour like that, because it's very, very hard work. And at Eminem's age, I don't think he's ever going to tour a tour like that. If he does, God bless Eminem's soul, because I would immediately. I regret not going to the Michigan show. I got free tickets offered. I was just in a bind because I was dealing with my Audi R8, and I was dealing with a bunch of things on that, and then I was just too much shit going on, so I couldn't go, and I was just so pissed because he brought out Eminem, and that would have been my only time seeing Eminem and 50 perform together and seeing Eminem for the first time. So I was upset about that, but if Eminem did this type of thing, I would automatically buy tickets. Everyone would. He would gross like 300, 400 million. It's not even a question. Not even a question. So I hope he does, man. I hope this next album that comes out, he actually does a tour. That'd be really great, man. I think hopefully, 50 inspired him with that, but we don't know. So yeah, continuing on. Shout out to 50 for that.